Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Outdoors, a Work Tough Gear Wednesday rendition, if you will. This is the Grizzly. It's dropping this Friday, July 7th at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Work Tough Gear's website. 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That means 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is designed by Alex Aurora Borealis Knives. That's not the man's name. It's Aurora Borealis Knives. Alex is the owner and the designer. He also designed this, the Kodiak, one of my all-time favorites. The Grizzly is the Kodiak with a choil. Do you choil? Do you not? We're going to talk about it. Here's what I want to do. I'm going to put these down, and as I go through my intro, I'm just going to show you a bunch of Work Tough Gear knives. In the comments, tell me if you like them, if you don't. Now, the other thing I want you to do in the comments is this. Do you prefer a choil? Do you not? Knives are subjective. I don't give a shit what YouTube expert tells you or with how much conviction they tell you. Knives are strictly 100% subjective to your taste, and we all have different tastes. That being said, there was a time in this country where 22 vets a day took their own lives. Now, stats are everywhere. You know they are. We just come off a holiday. It was a little higher. That's why here on this channel, we focus on the number 0, meaning anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. Vets, we love you. You have a place here. We're back to blow over here. We support all to the chagrin of many. It's easy for me, guys. My son's going to be a cop in Alabama, whether I like it or not. So I keep him in my prayers. And listen, not all cops are good. Not all cops are bad. I support the good men and women who go out there and try to do their job. It's not up for debate. You can support it. You don't. This is my channel, my causes. How do I do it? Well, I don't break the damn law. Used to every day. I don't anymore. And when I do, because I'll screw up here and there, I accept responsibility for it. And finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. So, man, I've shown you all kind. I've showed you a big array of knives. Now, let's just keep looking at knives. This is a knife channel. This is another of Alex's designs. It's the Wolverine. Now, Shane Gables, the Edgy American, has my mountain lion, and he has my lynx. I sent like 6 or 7 with Shane, okay? But the mountain lion, I believe, is this knife with a choil, and then the lynx is Alex's smallest knife. I'm going to get back to these, but I want to show you some other things, okay? This is the Wilson Jeremy Boulder Valentine. This knife right here, believe it or not, I have several videos on it. It's one of my favorites. It's got that well nose. But here's the deal. This is one of the most versatile and useful knives out there. This is the Night Hunter, designed by Isaac Thiel, one of my favorites. But we got a lot of unusual shapes here. They work. Listen, this is what I'm going to do, because normally we do a hard use review on a Wednesday. I've got, I think, over 55 hard use reviews on Work Tough Gear. I'm going to put my Work Tough Gear playlist in the description, but I'm going to separate out a couple of hard use videos of the Kodiak so you can get a good idea of how the Grizzly will function except with a choil. This is the Sylvanus, again by Isaac Thiel. I absolutely adore this knife. And then, of course, Dave Pouzon's Predator Hunter Bowie. But let's talk about Alex's designs. I've been wanting to do this video for a long, long time. And every Wednesday, it's like, man, I got to get a hard use video out. I got to do this. I got to do that. And I do, but I didn't want to do that today. I want to take a minute, and I want to deep dive this knife. It's the Grizzly, okay? And I just want you to take a look. Here's what's crazy about Alex's designs. There are a lot of great designers that Work Tough Gear. There really, really are. And I love a lot of them. Alex is absolutely one of my favorites. Why? Because of the simplicity of this design. Now, somebody said, well, that looks like a knife so-and-so made. It's Alex's design. I'm not going to get into all that, and he wouldn't want me to. Knives that look like this, Alex goes way back, dude. And he's had a couple designs wrote. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that or not, but I'm going to. I'm not going to make an issue of it. I'm just telling you, this is Alex's design, and it goes way back. The thing that I like about Alex's design is this. Let's just take a look at it. Now, I'm going to pause it here in a second, grab my tape measure. I should have already done that. We've got a nice, look at the handle. It's got a slight forward cant to it. My Kodiak, this knife, is in my top 3 choppers. Not Work Tough Gear choppers. I got some kind of, it's that hackberry or something. It stains just about every damn knife up I got. I got to get some of that stuff from JR. Not just Work Tough Gear chopper, every chopper. I'm going to post a short. Look, check the description out, man, because I'm going to put 2 hard use videos of this knife. I mean, let's just take a look. It's the same damn knife with a choil. So you see how this one functions. You'll get a good idea of this one, except with this one's the choil, so you can do some up close. I did a poll today in a short. This was A, this was B, and surprisingly to me, more people took without the choil. If you don't mind in the comments, if you prefer no choil, just kind of, sorry about that, it cut out on me. Listen, in the comments, put choil or no choil, but just give me a quick rundown of why. It might be skill sets, Gab. I'm a little bit better with no choil. I'm a little bit better with choil. I'm more comfortable with choil, more comfortable with no choil. Let me know in the comments because I'm very, very curious. Listen, I'm gonna grab my tape measure. Y'all hang tight. I'll be right back, and then let's deep dive these knives. Give you a good look here. Let's go, son. All right, I'm back. I appreciate you. Let's do just an initial sharpness test. Now, here, let me shut up so y'all can hear it. Razor sharp. What does the paper prove? Nothing. Not a thing. I've explained that many times. It just gives you an idea of how hair-popping sharp this knife becomes. Now, it doesn't matter how sharp it is if it don't hold an edge. Work Tuff Gear, in my opinion, again, I've got 55 hard use videos on their stuff. I've got like almost 200 videos. That's including shorts. And a lot of those shorts are chopping or slicing or things like that. In my opinion, Work Tuff Gear has one of the best heat treats on the planet. I said one of, everybody take a breath. This is in Bowler K329. And again, this one's dropping Friday. And somebody says, yeah, but QBC. Listen, dumbass. I'll get asked 400 times, hey man, where can I get that knife? So I'm gonna say it enough that you can go get you one, because I want everybody to have one. When is it, kids? July 7th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For all you boys on that West Coast, that's 5 p.m. July 7th, seriously. Here's the thing with Alex. From time to time, he'll contact me, and this is dead true. He'll say, Scab, what can I do better? And I'm like, huh? And he's like, is there anything I need to improve on? Now, it makes me smile, not because he's asking me, because I'm not the guy, I'm not a knife designer, right? I know how to use one, and I'm learning more and more every day. But the actual math, the actual design, I don't know. But I know what's comfortable in hand, and I know what I like. I like that Alex is asking. That shows he wants to improve, not me, anybody. Hey, give me some feedback. I want to get in there. I want to be the man. Alex is highly underrated, in my opinion. Now, I'm going to try not to make this long, but I want to go over the nuances of this knife. Okay, so an inner grip, we've got 4. I've got 4 on this inner grip right here. If we turn it backwards, and this is one thing I like, I want to show you here. It's got a hidden, all of Alex's designs have this hidden lanyard hole, which I think is super dope. It is full tang, it's G10. Give you another look at that edge. Now, here's the thing, guys. Oh, for all my bushcraft guys, what are the pluses of this knife for you? Well, Work Tuff Gear's knives are incredibly easy to sharpen in the field. So if you do hard use, and then you go to the field or you're in the field hard use and you need to hone it, it's really, really nice to do that. Their SK85 is amazing for that. And I've had pretty good success. This isn't the only K329, let me make sure I'm saying it right, knife that I got, okay? That's the first thing. The second thing is just about all Work Tuff Gear spines are 90 degrees. Alex puts a little hump here, but it's not aggressive. See, I can come over that hump. If I want, I can come right like that, and I'm comfortable. I'm just as comfortable as I can be. I can drop back here just as well, but look, okay, y'all see me a lot. When I'm going to cut paper, slice paper, y'all see me in this grip a lot. I say fencing, but honestly, it's more that. I like having that choil. As my skill set improves, I may not, but for right now, like for me, if I want to do some fine shaving, I can do that, and I'm talking about me. The other thing that I like about Alex's designs is this. If I need to turn that thing around and grab it and pull or plane, I can. Yes, it's 90 degrees, but it's not uncomfortable. So if I need to plane a little bit, or if I need to pull to me a little bit, I'm comfortable. He gives you plenty of blade. Let's get some measurements. And again, guys, if you can pick one of these up, just give me your feedback on it, man. And listen, Alex don't need my help. He'll sell out quick. I'm more interested in my subscribers getting over there. It's Work Tough Gear website. Be sitting there. I'm telling you, dude, if you really want one, again, it's not, I'm not an affiliate, none of that. I just want my guys to get their hands on them. Now, this is a 10-inch blade. We have a 9-inch cutting surface. Okay, somebody asked me the stock. All right, I've got right at a 1/4 inch, right at a 1/4. Okay, handle, oh yeah. Here's the blade thickness here, 1/4 inch. This is how I do my handle thickness. I go outside to outside. Guys, on that pommel I got either 15/16 or 7/8. It looks like, no, that's 15/16. So across here, I have 15/16. Now, whittle this down a little bit. We're going to measure across here. Right there at the palm swell, I've got 1.5 inches. So I've got 15/16 or 1 inch here. I've got 1.5 inches here. I've got 4 here. This will fit 90% of the world's population's hand. It just will. Now, let's talk about balance point. And again, somebody inevitably says, yeah, but we should have done a hard use review. Guys, I'll get one to it. I've been wanting to do this for Alex since I started this channel. So there's your balance point. I mean, like with Alex, it's money, dude. And that's not knocking any other. Y'all know I love Work Tough Gear. You know I love Zeke. You know I love Dave. You know I love Eric. You know I love the whole crew. I love them all, right? But I think Alex is underrated. You know what? Here's why I'm going to say this. When I go to Blackie's or something like that, or if I go camping, or if I have a guest going with me, this is a knife I'll put in their hand. The Wolverine, as a belt knife. Why? It has every little feature that the big one has, except it's got a little sharpening choil here, 90-degree spine. Now this one's been rode hard and put up wet, son. But again, same with your inner grip. There's nothing but knife here. Does that make sense? Nothing but knife, straight knife, no bells, no whistles, no oddball edge that you're going to cut yourself on, nothing you have to watch out for. 90-degree spine, SK85, easy to sharpen in the field, G10 handle, red liners, full tang. Allen wrench screws, right? Everything about this is beautifully simplistic. Now, 2 minutes on the choil and we'll move forward. And it's not that I don't love any of these knives. I just wanted to show you, let me show you, let's do a couple of comparisons. Because Work Tough Gear can go insane, that I love, basic, that I love. Here's the Famine. Give you a good look. The Famine by Keith McKenzie. Love this knife. Y'all know I do. Nice drop point on this one. You got a recurve up top. Let's look at another one. This is one, man, that's growing on me more and more and more and more. The design house is Carnivora. This is the Panthera. Yeah, Panthera. Thundercats. If you know anything about Carnivora, you know they do some out there stuff. This thing is wicked. But look, you can have the Panthera, and it's got the same edge, same heat treat. Look at that, wicked, son. Just give you a couple looks. One that I did last week that I love, the Carnivora, not to be confused with the company Carnivora. So you see there, and if you look at the designs, as you look at the designs, you see all the nuanced designs. Alex stays the same. Now he's got a big one coming out and I cannot wait. The thing is this, and let's talk about the choil and I'll shut up. Because I got to, here, the rest of the night, guys, please tune in. I'm going to do as many shorts as I can, trying to pump some of this up. Sometimes with me, and you guys tell me if you're the same, sometimes I'll look at a knife and I'll go, damn, man, I love that choil. And then I go to use it, and I'm like, well, that don't really fit. That's not the case here. I like this grip. I like this grip a lot. It feels like I'm in control. Now, your skill set may be, you might be like, Scab, I can do that with this. Dude, more power to you. I can too. But for me, and somebody said, oh, nobody would ever carry that in the woods. It's too heavy. Dude, listen, the one thing that you guys will never get from this channel, or from me personally, I will never limit you to my skill set. I don't do that. I don't go on other channels. That knife sucks. Nobody would use that. Person on that channel might. I'm taking this with me to Blackie's in October. We're going to start getting ready for our knife making challenge. I'm going to put this hand in Blackie and Bear and all those hands and get real woodsman's take. Now, am I a real woodsman? I love being in the woods. I'm a real knife reviewer. I got a love for the swamp. I've got to work on my skill set. I'll be the first to tell you that. I'm curious to get their take on it. I'm curious to understand, like, coming out of that gathering, if I still love a choil. We'll see. Let me show you something real quick. Let's see if we can pull this off. Y'all got a good view of it? Let's see. That's pretty damn clean. Let's do it one time. Let me hold the choil. Let's see if the choil gives me more control. And I'm just playing. I'm about to turn the camera off. Listen. To choil or not to choil. Okay? The only real way to do this, and I've just, as I'm thinking about this, the only really real way to do this is go head to head. Grizzly versus Kodiak. And I think I need to get that done in the next 2 weeks just to give you an honest opinion. I love them both. Again, top 3 choppers of all time in my collection. This one's a little different. If you look at it, look at the tip, look at everything, a little bit of difference. The only way to really tell is to go head to head. Let's see here. Oh yeah, son. Now, for all you naysayers out there, did the choil matter? I don't know. Listen, July 7th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. These are going up. I don't know how many. And again, a lot of you guys are always like, Scab, they're hard to get. I know they are, man. That's why that's why I've mentioned this several times. And just so you guys know, if I ever do get an affiliates link, I'll post it every day. And I'll be the first one to say, guys, listen, I got an affiliate. But I don't. I just want my people, you guys who ride with me because you're just kick ass, man. You know, and I'm blown away by that. Listen, I get frustrated some days because I get behind. And then I sit there and go, you know what, man? And I'm not talking about like 50,000 subscribers. That's not even what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the 150 to 200 subscribers that day in and day out ride with me shorts no matter what. Man, thank y'all. You are the guys that I want you to have a chance to get this. All of you I do, but I'm talking about them people just die hard day in and day out. And I love y'all for it. Listen, last thing. I swear, last thing. I've been asked over the past few weeks about the Patreon link or joining YouTube memberships. I have a Patreon and I do YouTube memberships. At this point in time, I'm going to keep it going, but I would rather you take that money at this point in time and donate it to Donnie. We're at a critical point here. I got a box in from Jed Hornbeak. I got a box in from Steven Sabo. I'm waiting on a box from JR. I will put a video together of all the stuff we've got coming in so far. I don't want to speak for Joe, but I think Joe's doing a sword. Please don't hold me to that. I might have misheard, and I am not putting Joe on the spot. When we get everything together, we'll start our raffle, okay? Again, to everybody that's in the choir, man, thank y'all. Please keep on. But guys, if you're like, man, we want to support your Scab, I know, and the best thing to do this month is send that to Donnie, and then maybe a couple months down the road, come on to the choir. It would mean more to me if you did that. I'd appreciate it. Listen, I know this is different. Sometimes I like doing different. I'm Scab. You're not. I love you all. God knows I do. This is a badass knife. This is a badass knife. Because Aurora Borealis is a badass knife designer. We got to do a head-to-head. That's what I got out of this video. Y'all let me know. I'm Scab. You're not. I'm gone, son.